What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos, out here in the Bay Area on this beautiful Wednesday morning. The video I wanted to talk to you about today was about the police shooting of Stephon Clark, which happened about a month ago. It was on, what's the date again? It happened on March 18th, 2018. What happened was basically in Sacramento, California, which is a city east of the Bay Area. It's the capital city of California, for those who don't know. In the neighborhood of Meadowview, I know that area by 29th Street. I know when I used to live there, they used to call it the Garden, I believe. But in that neighborhood, apparently the police had gotten report that a man was breaking into cars. They showed up, and something happened. I don't know if it was a chase or what happened, but the cops ended up in the backyard, and they ended up opening fire on an unarmed man, and that was Stephon Clark, 22 years old, father of two, I believe. And yeah, this young black man was basically executed. He was an unarmed man. Whether he was running from the police, I don't know. The videos, I seen two videos, that are online, the body cam and the helicopter video, and it doesn't look like he's really, like, I guess he in the helicopter it looks like he's running, but once he stops, it doesn't look like he lunges forward at them or anything like that, like the police claim. In the video, the body cam, it kind of seems like the cops are paranoid, and I guess when you're put in a situation like that, maybe you do get paranoid. I don't know. I'm not a cop. It's hard for me to say, but for whatever reason, they reacted and they opened fire, killing this man. And he was unarmed. He didn't have a gun. All he had was a cell phone. The police tried to say he had a stick, he had a weapon. All the BS that they always try to make up. And yeah, it's just another tragic, um, basically situation where an unarmed black man gets killed by the police. Now, these police shootings happen all the time. Sometimes they have their merit, sometimes they don't. Many times, they're people that are unarmed, that aren't doing anything. Sometimes they even have their hands up and they still get shot and killed. The police have become very militarized. We all know that. The police have become very trigger happy. We all know that. Many police officers, instead of trying to diffuse situations in a more peaceful way, are resulting to just shooting people. Now, there's a debate whether these shootings happen more often now because people have cameras and all that than before. But I remember before you would hear more about police brutality, about police beating up people. But at least you survived. But it was more police brutality than not getting killed. The murder of Stephon Clark created a lot of big protests in Sacramento. Many that disrupted the downtown area of Sacramento and also the Florin Road area in South Sacramento. And, like I said, again, we're at step one. Again, cops killing young people of color, whether they're black, Latino, Chicano, Native American, even whites, you know what I mean? And, groups like Black Lives Matter, although I'm not the biggest advocate of it, I can understand why they're doing what they're doing. Not just Black Lives Matter, anybody who's against police brutality and against police shootings. Now, like I said, I don't know much about Stephon Clark. There's been, they said everything. The media is always going to say anything, that he has a troubled past, blah, blah, blah. But no one's perfect. I have a troubled past. Does that mean I deserve to get shot and killed? You know what I mean? We all have a troubled past. We all have skeletons in our closet. So that doesn't matter to me. I mean, I don't know if he was breaking into cars. I don't know if he was simply just in the backyard of his house thinking he was getting chased by someone. I don't know what the situation was. I wasn't there. But there has to be accountability on part of the police. The police, have been very militarized over the years, and just a lot of these shootings happen over and over again. There was a shooting about 2 months ago as well in San Francisco where a young Latino man was shot while he was in the trunk of a car. According to what they said, he was committing a robbery, but there was also protests about that. So I'm not sure what's going on. There's different ways different things that people say. The police should be unarmed. The police should be held accountable, which I agree. The police should pay for what they did, which I agree they should. If they killed an unarmed man, they should pay for their crime. Some people say disarm the police. Some people say get rid of the police. But I mean, disarm police and get rid of the police. I mean, do you really want white militias patrolling the streets, or do you want, you know, people that aren't properly trained in police situations patrolling the streets? I believe the police should be demilitarized for sure, and there should be more of a citizens type policing. Um, and I believe that something's got to happen to change these shootings. These shootings happen way too often. And some might say, well, it's a dangerous world. People are unarmed. And yes, people are unarmed, but nobody wants to talk about guns because then it's infringing on the Second Amendment. So let's throw that one out the window, because what for? It's just going to create more divisions. Thing is, police just got to be held accountable. These shootings got to be investigated properly. And they shouldn't happen all the time. They happen a lot, very frequently, a lot over the country. And they usually are black men, or Latino men, or Native American men in many situations. Yes, black, Latino, and Native Americans get shot a lot around the country. We just don't hear about it because, unfortunately, it's always when a black man gets killed, it gets put on the media more than when a Latino or anybody of any race does. But I'm not trying to create this as a divide and conquer. I'm just saying, we got to look at all of the police shootings that happen, and just bring it accountable. Bring them accountable for it. And I can tell you, I used to live in Sacramento. I lived there for 3 years in the '90s, in the mid '90s, and I can tell you, the police in Sacramento, especially the Sacramento County sheriffs, are fucking assholes. They are fucked up. That's the only town where I've ever got harassed for no reason on various occasions. Various occasions. I remember one time a cop, he pulled me over because I didn't make a complete stop, and I agreed I didn't make a complete stop. But then he tried to lie and said I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, this and that. He tried to put all these charges, which I disputed and won in court for your information. But Sacramento police, I remember back then, I don't know how it is now because I haven't been to Sacramento in a while, but I remember most of the Sacramento police was white. Majority of the Sacramento police was white. Sacramento kind of had a conservative feel to it. And I don't know, it was just weird, bro. It had kind of this conservative feel, even though it was a Democratic town. But there was kind of like this kind of redneckish kind of feel to it, if that makes sense. And, there were very few cops of color. Most of the cops were white. And, it was bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like Sacramento too much. I mean, I like going to visit, but I just can't live there. It's not my kind of place. But on another note, this nurse right here, her name, I believe, is Faith Lincecum. She was a nurse at Kaiser, and I'm not sure if in Sacramento or in Folsom or in Roseville, which is in the Sacramento area. She had posted tweet saying, or on Facebook saying that Stephon Clark deserved to get killed, that he shouldn't have been committing crimes. So someone on Facebook put her on blast, and then Kaiser found out about it and she got fired. Now she's trying to cry and say that she's being, her First Amendment right is being trampled on and blah, blah, fucking blah. Well, yeah, you have a right to say Stephon Clark deserved it. You have a right to say I deserved it. You have a right to say the sky is purple. You have the right to say whatever the fuck you want to say. But whatever consequences happen after that, you know what I mean, is different. If you got fired for being a fucking dumbass and putting stupid tweets or posts on your Facebook or tweet or Twitter, and you got put on blast, and you're stupid enough to put what company you work for, then you get what you deserved. I'm sorry. Don't play that fucking victim mentality with me, because I see right through you. You get what you deserve. You got fired for being a dumbass, saying some dumb shit. Now you know. You know what I mean? That's why I don't put my information out there, because I'm a very opinionated person and I have a reputation to hold up to. But, you know what I mean? But she was a nurse at Kaiser. I mean, possibly racist. I don't know if she was racist. I don't know her personally. I mean, she was very inhumane person, saying that someone deserved to get killed when her job is to save people's lives. So, yeah, I'm not going to shed tears or lose sleep because you got fired. But all I can say is justice for Stephon Clark. Hopefully his family gets the justice they deserve. Police got to be held accountable for these murders. Sacramento police sucks. So does the sheriff. For the people of Sacramento, keep protesting the police brutality out there because you guys have a messed up police force. Like I said, if you think Oakland or San Francisco, Richmond, or San Jose police are bad, go deal with the Sacramento County Sheriff or Sacramento Police for a day, and then come tell me something. All right, this is Jose with Oakland Latinos Unidos. Over and out.